There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show. And this is Floppy Bird. And I think this might be a joke. You guide this bird through a series of Marioesque side-scrolling tubes, and that's it. You press space frantically to keep the bird in air, and it is an assembly version of Floppy Bird, which was a famous mobile game back in the early 2010s. But different from Floppy Bird is that this bird doesn't seem to dive bomb quite as well. And I think that might be by design. I think the designer just thought it would be funny to have you constantly pressing space in order to get through the pipes. And each time you head through a pipe, your score goes up by 50 whole points. And you can see I'm already up to 650 points. And the pipes are procedurally generated pipes, so they could be of any size. Look at that. That gap there is slightly larger than that other gap. Isn't that exceedingly exciting? And the thing about this game is it received a bit of a reputation, a bit of a negative reputation. Eventually got taken down, I believe. And it was just mindless. Utterly mindless trash that people would play on their mobile devices and click, and that would be it. It's just a sort of rhythmic touch screen game where you click on your screen. I keep saying click, touch your screen really. It's capacitive touch screens. And the bird would, dive through the holes. And it reminds me yet again of that Star Trek The Next Generation episode, The Game, where the crew are taken over by a hostile computer game with a headset, where you're literally just putting a little coloured shape into a tube. And they do look a bit like Mario tubes, and that's by design. It was influenced by Mario, but unfortunately, this is right up there with Tommy's Toys games. The graphics are okay. The actual, design of the thing as a joke is quite funny for maybe a minute or two, but beyond that, it's almost sad that this has a DOS version. And I would have liked to have seen him dive bomb properly instead of, just floating along thanks to me hitting space. But that's 2,000 points. Let's just crash and burn. Floppy Bird is an assembly DOS version of Flappy Bird. That's it. The flying mechanics aren't quite the same. He doesn't quite dive and swoop like the original. And there's limited sound. Would I recommend it to anybody? As a joke? Yes. For a minute or two. Beyond that? No. No. And if you like me talking about random DOS games, I do it all the time. Feel free to take a look at the hundreds of other videos on my channel. And if you like what you see there, you can always subscribe. And if you were dive bombing like a poorly controlled Flappy Bird when you saw the title of this video, you might be one of my astute patrons who are really soaring through the 2020s. Wonderful folk. So yeah, this is one of the worst games I have ever played on the show. Congratulations to the person who made it. Congratulations to Mikhail Savabolks. Can't say his name. You made a terrible Flappy Bird clone. Well done. Until next time.